Well, luckily you didn't.
Yeah.
It will come out of your inheritance.
Ah,
But you'll split that with your sister 50-50. So
I'll
the
make sure
loss
she
will-
takes that side.
Yeah.
I'll just pretend she took all of that loss.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
And I'm Josh.
And today we are going to be trying a special release from Remus, the Babe Ruth Reserve. So Remus didn't come into my scene until probably about 2019. I was down in Texas and at WB's, I believe, was the liquor store. And they had this in and someone was there doing a tasting with it. It wasn't this one. It was just their basic release. And then their kind of flat bottle release. I can't remember what that one's called. But anyway, and they were very reasonable. I think I paid like, I don't know, $30 and $45 for them or something like that. And they were good. Didn't know anything about them at the time. So this is a Ross and Squibb brand, which is Lawrenceville, Indiana, which is MGP.
Yep, we are at 111 proof, and this is a mix of 3 mash bills. This is a 2016, just says 12% and then 44% rye.
12% of the...
Oh, sorry, 12% of the blend.
Yes.
Of course, thank you. I'm just being stupid. 2017, 70% of this blend is a 49% rye, and then a 2018 of 18% of the blend is a 36% rye.
So it's 7, 8, and 6 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this, we mentioned this in the hunt video in which you got this, is there's a QR code on the back of this bottle. I won't bring it back up to the camera because we already did that, and also I don't think I could get the camera to focus on it very well. But each one of these bottles is linked to a moment in Babe Ruth's career.
At bat. And so this was no big deal.
Yeah.
He hit into a triple play. I'm not...
No, I think he struck out on this one, actually.
It
If
was
I remember correctly, I think he struck out. So
infield fly rule. I don't know. It was something.
Let's hope that this isn't a strikeout bottle.
No. Yeah, because it was not inexpensive.
Yeah.
This was
I was really surprised you picked this one up.
Well, I was in the store and
Caught up in the moment.
It was a release, and I bought several bottles. You had to stand at the counter and go, okay, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that.
High pressure.
No, not really.
You know, I have heard a lot about their
And the store manager knows me, so she's like, yeah, he'll take it.
You take that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Remus is doing store picks, and I've heard some fantastic things about some of their store picks.
And they've got that $800 3-bottle set.
Oh my God.
That
we
I've
saw
had-
in Virginia.
That Adam was pushing on me.
Was
I
he
like,
really?
Yeah, I think I'll hold off on that one. But I have heard one of the bottles in particular is really good. But there's 3 bottles and it's $800. So
Yeah, that's a lot.
But this was, I think that I just said, what did I say? What it was? $215, I think, with tax.
Holy shit, Dad. That's way more than I thought it was originally. Oh man, I hope this is good.
Well,
Let's give it a nose.
the rye's in there.
Yep,
And it's a citrusy.
it is.
Man, if this is like Rossville Union, which also comes from MGP, and some Old Scout, or some Old Scout that we got that was also from MGP.
There's a little something behind
There's something
this.
else behind it, yeah.
There's a level of corn sweetness that's in there. It's leaning caramel, but not quite. Sorry, it's leaning vanilla, but not quite.
It's like a wildflower honey.
Like a honeysuckle.
Yeah.
It's a slight...
Where bees are really feeding off of wildflowers in particular.
Mm-hmm.
If they call it wildflower honey, I
Yeah.
think that's how that works. We've got a neighbor. She's a apiary. She does honey. She has bees, and
Let's call her a beekeeper.
I've been involved in actually getting it out of the combs, and
How many times you get stung?
oh no, I wasn't involved in that part of it.
Okay.
I've been stung enough, but since we've been up here, I've been stung several times, mainly yellow jackets.
You give that a sip. I'm gonna keep talking here. Oh, we gotta get better one than that. That's better. There is a little citrus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning lemon. It's pretty faint, though.
It's very fresh on the palate.
It's a little floral on the nose.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, honeysuckle, floral.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that rye comes in. Not a lot of sweetness on the tip of the tongue. Mainly it's mid palate. There's a bit on the back, so that age comes through. The oak comes through. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I might be disappointed at 215, but
Yeah.
but
This is
not terribly.
This does give me a hint of that Rossville Union rye.
Of course, it's like $50 a bottle. So
Yeah. It's almost like took the rye mash bill. They just like poured a little Rossville Union barrel strength in there.
so the proof on this one is 111. 111. The Rossville.
It's like 114-ish.
112.6.
Almost. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's not great. We like high rye stuff. You in particular.
Mm-hmm. It's got a long finish.
Oh yeah, it's sticking. It's there. That honey note.
And it's thick.
Yeah, the sweetness on the palate is honey. And that stays for quite a while. Like that's almost like somebody poured straight honey right out of my tongue and I'm not swallowing it. Kind of.
There's a touch of sour there in the nose.
No, I don't know.
Which could come from citrus.
Yeah. I don't know much about honey, but I do know that I bought some like sour honey at a farmer's market in Asheville, North Carolina, like a year or so ago. And that's kind of reminiscent. It's like it's a gritty, little bit of a tart honey.
Mm-hmm. Tart, yeah. So yeah. Tart, sour, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with that honey note. It does have a very nice nose. I really do enjoy that.
So this is first sip with the drop of water. Still spicy. Still got that spice.
Yeah. It's almost heavier now.
Yeah. And more blended.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sitting, it's really kind of...
Yeah, that kind of faded towards the back.
The back 2/3 of the tongue. I'm not getting hardly anything on the front.
Not much at all, no. Just a hint of that like tartness on the front.
Like I said, I'm not disappointed in it. I think, so without tax, 200. I think it's probably a bit pricey.
Yeah.
For that. This is probably more of a 125, 140 bottle at best.
I was going to say 100 to 120. So if this is sitting on a shelf for a long time, you might get it at that decent price.
I wouldn't hold my breath. There's going to be 10,000 bottles of it, which is a pretty fair amount.
Yeah, it's a fair amount. But I haven't seen a lot of pop on this bottle on YouTube. Scan the code again?
No. I'm just going to do a little math.
See how many.
So about 41 barrels of it. So that's not huge.
No, not at all.
I think if there's another batch that comes out, I think you may see the price come down a bit on it.
Yeah. I can see what their tasting team was going for here.
There's a lot of very interesting notes on it.
Yeah, a lot of good notes.
Yes.
A lot of things you would like in a bourbon.
However, when I compared this to Rossville at 50, 60.
Which is a rye whiskey.
Yes. And it's same distillery.
But this towards like Old Dominic's high rye at whatever that is.
When
like
I can buy 3 bottles for the price of this one.
Yeah. That's the problem.
That really makes me kind of rate this one a bit lower.
Yeah.
I don't think that from a flavor standpoint, I
Yeah.
think it's in the B range.
I would give
on
this a
flavor.
B on flavor, but because
When you pull the value into it,
$215,
I got to go down to C minus.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just not worth the price tag.
right.
Yeah, but it's a good whiskey. I would not pay that price for
Right.
it.
Well, luckily you didn't.
Yeah.
It will come out of your inheritance.
Ah, shit.
But you'll split that with your sister 50-50. So
I'll make sure she takes that side.
Yeah.
I'll just pretend she took all of that loss.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Well, guys, if you've had this nice new Remus Repeal Babe Ruth, sorry, not Remus Repeal, Remus Reserve Babe Ruth edition, let us know. How good is your bottle? I assume they're most the same, but you never know.
I'll tell you, I would give the finish on this an A.
I do really like the finish. It does stick. It's a nice sweet and spice blend in there. A lot of times the finish is just like heavy oak and spice. This one has a level of sweetness.
It's a really good blend across the palate.
Yeah. If this were a $100 bottle, this would be a B.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, this would be worth $100.
It'd probably be a high B.
Yeah,
to be honest, with that finish that it's got on it.
Mm.
So
just $215 is a little steep.
Yeah,
a little steep.
Yep.
Well, guys, we're not making any money on YouTube yet, but if you hit subscribe and like on the video, you might help his wallet just a bit.
Might help us on the future hunting videos because they're all out of pocket.
Oh yeah,
So,
and boy, do we have some coming up.
yes,
We got a lot of looking at shelves to come up in our future.
Yes, we do.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching and being here with us.
And like good bourbon, our videos are going to get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.
And like and subscribe. If we didn't say that already.
We did, but do it again.
Subscribe and like.
Share it to your friends.
Yes. And your enemies. And your frenemies.
Just post it on everything you know.
Send it to your in-laws. I mean,
just this is your communication. Watch this video. Back to
whatever it takes. We're looking for it.
Thanks again, guys. And again, take care of yourselves.